Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to learn core recovery, how it recovered, and what are the equipment required. What are the equipment required to recover the core? In the last class, we studied feed mechanism. Before that, various rotary methods of drilling, and under rotary method of drilling, what type of drilling methods are there? Before entering into the topic, it is better to know how the core will form and what is its necessity. In the earlier classes also, I told that core recovery is very crucial, especially in exploration. In the whole country, exploration is done by Geological Survey of India. They are authorized to explore the minerals present all the places in India. Generally, first of all, a reconnaissance survey is conducted by the Geological Survey of India, in which the entire area is divided into squares. At each point, at corners of the squares, if you see, to understand, I am telling you, at the corners of the squares, they used to make the holes by drilling, because the technology, in the improved technology nowadays, they are using rotary method of drilling with the diamond drill bit, because in rotary method of drilling, the diamond drill bit, if you use diamond drill bit, then only you will get the core. Otherwise, it is impossible to get the core, but you will get the sludge only. Here, at this juncture, you have to know how the core is formed and what is sludge. If you take one hollow tube, hollow pipe, if you rotate against the surface of earth by putting some amount of pressure on it, if you rotate at the same place for some time, what happens? a hole is formed. If the pressure created by the pipe is having more force than the breaking strength of the rock, then the hole is formed like this. This is the half cutted portion of the drill rod. At the end, here a circular ring is there. This is diamond drill bit. If you rotate like this, what happens? Due to the going down the rock, in the center of the rock, this pink portion will be arrived into the hole of the drill rod. Are you catching my point? By definition, it indicates that a core is nothing but a solid stratum of rock mass obtained during drilling with hollow drill rods. This solid portion is called core. Due to the rotation of drill rod, certain amount of rock breakage of rock takes place. Those powder or pieces of rock is called sludge. I hope you understand well what is sludge and what is core. Like this, right from the top, right from the starting of the hole, this solid portion will be taken out by means of various devices known as single tube core barrels. Again, there are different types of core barrels are there. I will tell in the later stage of this class. What happens? This solid portion will be taken out and taken to the surface, and this will be numbered. A number will be given to the first piece, suppose 1. Then further drilling takes place. What happens? Remain this type of solid portion will come out or will be taken out by the equipment, and the entire amount the next piece will be given number 2, like that until the completion of drill hole. Until the completion of drill hole, you will get the solid pieces of rock mass, and those numbered rock masses will be kept in core box. In accessories, we discussed about it. What happens? Suppose each piece is half meter length. Suppose a coal bed is arrived after 20 meters, what happens? 40th core part will have coal seam. Suppose if it is having coal seam, what happens? After 40th core pieces, the entire length from 1 to 40 will be calculated. So the coal seam present in a particular hole is a distance of from 1 to 40th from the surface. So you can understand easily after getting the core, you can understand easily. At what depth the mineral bed is there? You will, by testing these core pieces, you are able to know what is its strength, what is the grade of ore, and what is its chemical composition, what are the geological disturbances present in it, how thickness it is, how thick the mineral bed is there, you will know everything about the area. If it is bedded deposits, you can calculate, suppose one corner of the circle, one corner of the square is having coal seam at 40 meters depth. In another corner, the next corner of the square, you touched the coal bed with 50 meters, in the depth of 50 meters. The distance, you will know the distance between one place to another place, and one square corner to the same square corner, one corner to another corner. So you can easily calculate the inclination of the bed. So you can easily calculate the inclination of the bed even. What is the strength of the mineral bed, and what is the floor condition, what is the roof condition, how strong those are, and which type of method of extraction or development should be followed, how suitable it is, you can understand. This is the, after getting the primary information about the particular area. Suppose Geological Survey of India thinks that here there is a mineral bed, coal bed is there. They will go for, in reconnaissance survey, if they get some information, they will go for detailed information, or detailed exploration will be taken place, in which the distance in grid pattern, the boreholes drilled in the lesser distances when compared with in reconnaissance survey. They used to drill the drill holes to get their main objective is to know the complete information in the entire area. Like this, in picture you are seeing, this is the diamond drill bit, this is the drill pipe or drill rod, hollow drill rod, this is the extracted core. Like this, they used to extract the drill cores from the entire area. Generally, diamond drilling is only the method to extract the core. Nearly, as already mentioned or already discussed in previous classes, what are the arrangements for diamond drilling. The speed rotation of the drill bit nearly 300 rpm. The pressure on the drill bit is between 1.5 and 2 kg per centimeter square. To create, in yesterday class, the topic is feed mechanism. The rotation against the rock is not sufficient to make the hole. Some amount of pressure is required. Some amount of pressure is required to make the hole. This pressure must be more than the breaking strength of the rock. It can be achieved by a mechanism called feed mechanism, which is used to apply the pressure on the drill bit for breaking the rock. There are two types of feed mechanisms are there. One is hydraulic screw feed mechanism. Another one is hydraulic feed mechanism. As all of you know, that screw feed mechanism is used for shallow depths. If the depth of the drill hole is going on increasing, what happens? The length of the drill rods connected is more, or the number of drill rods connected is more. If the number of drill rods are more, what happens? The weight of the drill rod column will be more. The weight creates more pressure. It is huge pressure. This huge pressure will be more than required pressure because of this huge weight. To lessen the pressure which is falling upon the drill rod, some of the pressure must be lifted by means of a feed mechanism, that is called hydraulic feed mechanism. If the depth of the hole is more than 60 meters, what happens? The pressure will be more. Some of the pressure will be eased by or lifted by means of screw feed mechanism. Screw feed hydraulic feed mechanism. After that, as I told earlier, the most important part is core recovery. If you are recovered complete core, the main object of this class is to know how the core is recovered, what are the different equipment are necessary, and what are the equipment are there. Here there are two only, but actually there are three types of core barrels are there. A device which is used to catch the core is called core barrel. Core barrel is also looking like drill rod. Absolutely it looks like drill rod, but a small mechanism is present inside of the drill rod. One end of the core barrel, a drill bit is attached. For the drill bit, at the bottom of the core barrel, drill bit is attached. So at the lowest portion, a drill bit rotates. Core barrel is attached to drill bit, and remaining drill rods are attached to the core barrel. Core barrel, there are three types of core barrels are there. One is single tube core barrel, another one is double tube core barrel. Single tube core barrel, another one is double tube core barrel. The length of the drill core barrel varies from 0.5 to 3 meters. Like drill rod, the length of the drill rod is also same. But the core barrels are more stronger. They are manufactured with more stronger material. There are three types of core barrels are there: single tube core barrel and double tube core barrel. A single tube core barrel is suitable for homogeneous formations where the core is not eroded by flushing water, hence used in hard strata. It is connected to end of last drill rod and the top of the drill bit. It is essentially consists of a mud bucket, also called calyx, coupling block, bevel shell, core lifter. This is the simple core barrel line diagram. You are seeing half sectional elevation of core barrel. Half sectional elevation of core barrel. In drawing, I hope you know that what are the sectional elevations. This is core barrel. Here the hatched portion is metal portion. It is better to revise. It is better to review the drawing class once again. This is the core barrel. This is drill rod. Here this is mud bucket. This is coupling block. Here is bevel shell. Bevel shell is nothing but its circumference varies. Bevel shaped means Here, if you see at the top portion, in the arrows portion, the distance between these two arrows is more. When compared with here, the distance between two arrows in lower portion is less. Here to upper arrows, the distance, the void is going on increasing. This type of shape is called bevel shell, bevel shape. Are you catch my point? The diameter of this area is going on increasing from bottom to top. From bottom arrows to top arrows, the diameter is going on increasing. If anything is in this shape, we call it as bevel shape. Here you are seeing a ring. This is nothing but a slit ring. At the front portion, a slit is there, a cutting portion is there. The inner side of this ring, you are seeing some teeth that are corrugated to catch. Teeth are there, corrugated. It is looking like corrugated teeth. Here this arrow, this hatched portion indicates this slit ring. Because you are looking from front part, a sectional elevation, this ring also in cutted portion. That's why you are looking only two hatched portions. In the earlier, it is cut of last drill rod and the top of the drill bit. Okay, its end part, a drill bit will be there, and it will be attached to the drill bit. It is essentially consists of core lifter. This slit ring is also called as core lifter, with slots in its inner face and placed at the wider portion of the bevel shell. It will be placed in the wider portion of the bevel shell. Whenever the hollow rod rotates with some pressure, a hole is formed. In center of the hole, a solid cylindrical mass strata will be there. A solid cylindrical stratum of rock mass will be there. When it rotates, the core will come into the drill rods. Okay, are you catching my point? The core will come into the drill rods. In the wider portion, the ring will be placed in the wider portion of the bevel shell. The core will come into the slit ring. After getting after getting 0.5 to 1 meter core into the slit ring or bevel shaped portion of the core barrel, if it is not lifted, what happens? Due to the motion of the core barrel, the entire core will be deteriorated or breakage of core will take place. To avoid that, this core portion will be lifted. A sudden jerk will be given in the a core barrel suddenly lifts. Then what happens? This slit, because of the gravity, wants to come down, and in the center of the slit ring, this core will be there, and due to the bevel shape of this area, it catches the slit core lifter. It lifts the core lift. This, because of this bevel shape, this core lifter will fall, and in center of the core lifter, a core will be there. Because of this bevel shape, it tries to come down, and the bevel shape, if it is going on increasing, what happens? The cross sectional area of the bevel shape is reduced. Because of reduction, this slit ring will be tightened. This slit will be closed, almost comes to close. In the corrugated teeth present inside the core lifter, the core will be catched. That's why it is called core lifter or core catcher. A sudden jerk will be given by the rig driver, borehole mission driver. The entire core will be, breaking of core will be takes place, and it will be lifted to the surface. The entire rod at the lowest point will be withdrawn, because the last rod is core barrel. The core is catched in the core barrel, and it will be lifted to the surface, and this core will be withdrawn from the this barrel. This core will be withdrawn from this barrel. In the drilling, what we learn is core is formed as well as sludge is also formed. Sludge is nothing but a broken pieces of rock mass. Every time it is better to clean it. Otherwise, the drill bit rotates on the broken pieces of rock mass only. It will not penetrate into the ground. So, it is better to clean every time. In case of percussive drilling, a sludger is used to lift the sludge or broken pieces of rock mass. In case of rotary method of drilling, what we done is, if it is compressed air, a compressed air will be sent into the bore rods, drill rods. Air will enter into the drill rod and come out from the bottom, and it lifts almost most of the broken pieces of rock mass between the circumference of the hole and outer portion of the drill rods. In generally in rotary method of drilling, what happens is the water will be sent through the hollow drill rods. Water will be sent through the hollow drill rods. What happens? Water will enter into the hollow drill rod and it will be at the last portion, it will be entered into the core barrel. There, core is already arrived after drilling. The water is passed onto the core and it will come between the space between the core arrived and it will come out from the bottom and the water will be sent by great pressure. The water will took all the broken pieces of rock mass and it will be sent to the surface between the outer portion of the drill rods and circumference of the hole, or within the between the hole and outer surface of the drill rod. These broken pieces travels from the bottom of the drill hole to the surface along with the water supplied through the drill rods. Here you are seeing mud bucket or calyx. If the broken pieces of rock mass is having certain extra weight or some heavy broken pieces are there, suppose, because of its weight, some of the broken pieces of rocks will not travel from bottom of the hole to the surface. What happens? They will again go to the lower portion of the hole. Because of the gravity, they will reach the bottom of the hole. During its travel, a bucket will be there. Those type of rocks are entered this bucket and this here the rocks will be catched or deposited. Here, mud bucket. This mud will be cleaned. This mud will be cleaned in the after taking the entire core barrel up to the surface. After catching the core, this will be cleaned and again reintroduced into the hole to get another piece of core. Here, at the first point, we read that a single tube core barrel is suitable for homogeneous formations where the core is not eroded by flushing water, hence used in hard strata. A single tube core barrel always useful or used where the area or rock is homogeneous in shape, homogeneous and hard enough. As to clean the hole, water is entered into the core barrel. This core barrel water is passed on core arrived. If it is not hard enough, or if it is not homogeneous, some part of the core is manufactured because of that area is formed because of clay, some of the core is formed because of rock, some of the core will be eroded. Erosion, because of the forcefully sending of water, core erosion takes place. Are you catch my point? That's why single tube core barrel is used where the rock formation is of hard nature, hard strata. Likewise, this single tube core barrel is used. Here you are looking the core, they are extracting the core from the barrel. Generally, the water under circulation is 900 liters per. This is another type of core barrel, double tube core barrel. This core barrel is used whenever the extracted or core, wherever the core is to be recovered is of soft in nature, the area or the rock, the strata is soft in nature and more friable. That is partially washed away due to the circulating water flowing past on it. The rotation of the barrel greatly assists the grinding the core so that the recovery in single tube core barrel is poor. To avoid these difficulties, double tube core barrel is used especially where good core of soft rock is desired. The major difference between double tube core barrel and single tube core barrel is nothing. It has two tubes only. One is inner core tube, another one is outer tube. The inner tube, it will not rotate, it will be on the ball bearing suspension. That's why while rotating the entire core barrel, the inner tube will not rotate. Because it is not rotated, grinding of core will not take place. The inner tube, because the inner tube is not rotated, the grinding of core will not take place. The another most important one is the water entered into the hole is between the outer tube and inner tube. Core arrived while drilling the coal will arrive into the inner tube, but the water entered into the hole is between outer tube and inner tube. So whenever the recovered core is having a nature of soft rock, then we don't want to go for double tube core barrel. We want to double tube core barrel. After getting core, the entire mission will lift to the surface because of this nature. For further soft rocks, there are 3 tubes are there. Absolutely there is no difference between these two. Are the inner tube will not rotate, only the outer tube will rotate, and grinding of rock will not take place. That's how to get the core in soft rock area, double tube core barrel is suitable, where the core is of friable in nature and soft rock, then we go for double tube core barrel. This is about the core barrel. Most of the time this question is asked in so many exams. Okay, thank you.